Hey, g'day guys, it's Adam from VideoShowMeHow, and this video I've got some news, and that is that Stormod is now available for sale. Now, we just released an overview video of this series. It was video 4 where we ran through everything that Stormod has and how it all works. So if you haven't watched that one yet, recommend you head up here or down in the video description down below and watch that one first. Now, you guys would have seen 4 videos in total with this whole build, but behind the scene has been months of work and about 4 different prototypes to get to this sort of final prototype. Along the way, I've just really appreciate and want to say thank you to all the comments from you guys, all the tons and tons of direct messages from you guys with words of encouragement, with different bits of feedback, you know, recommendations of what I should use where and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of feel like you guys have been a part of this as much as I have, and I just wanted to say a big thank you. And so here we are. These, as of the time you're watching this video, if you head to VideoShowMeHow.com, head on over to the store, you will see these guys for sale. And to give you a bit of an idea, this is what they're going to come like, or at least an assembled version. This is what it's going to come like. They will come as a flat pack, and we'll get into why in just a second. But this is what they'll come like. This is the full production version. The only difference being these 2 little holes won't be on your version. But other than that, this is what an assembled version of one of those boxes would look like. And similarly for the overarch box is going to be very similar, of course, in specs and what have you as well. You can see that with everything being laser cut and done professionally, not Adam grade prototype cutting and what have you, with everything laser cut and what have you, we're getting super tight tolerances like you can see there. So everything lines up really specky. You can see in here as well, even where our lid opens and shuts, we're absolutely spot on there with less than a mil gap in there. So it's nice and tight. Still the same dimensions, everything going on in there with our skeleton, the same sort of strength like you've seen throughout the build. Everything is as nice a quality that I could sort of muster. We've got our stainless steel hinges, our screws, our bolts, our lockable lids in the top here, so you can run the option of having this fully locked and enclosed. Everything that you saw in the build comes with ready to be put together. And it'll turn up looking a little bit like this. It is in the bare aluminium. If I get enough interest for this, I do have the option of getting some of this made in a black color as well. For the moment though, it'll be in our bare stainless, and then you can wrap to coat it or do whatever you want there, paint it pink, paint it green, whatever you want to do. You'll have that option, but if I get enough interest, we'll look to bring out some other colors. So as far as how it would arrive for you, it will be a flat pack, something similar to this, but obviously boxed up and have all the rest of the bits and pieces, the skeleton here, the bolts, the hinges, all the bits and pieces will come with just like that in a box. A couple of different reasons why we've done that. One is to keep our shipping costs down, and that way that ultimately makes this overall cheaper, which has been a key thing for me. I want to try and keep it as low cost as I can. 2, the other part really sort of speaks to Video Show Me Hows. I'm sure you guys have worked out now if you've watched some of my videos, the whole point of this is that DIY stuff, right? Like, I love doing that, and part of my videos, the whole point of doing them is to kind of show other people how to do the thing, whether that's to install the rack or the box or whatever the thing is. So we kind of get to do that together with these as well. So you'll have a fully customized video on how to build these, a step-by-step guide, and that's talks to that sort of maker culture. You know, you can grab a couple of beverages of choice over the weekend, you can sit down, great big Meccano set, and you can build this yourself to look exactly like that, something that will fit like a glove, designed for a factory dmax. So yes, it will fit perfectly if you have a fully factory roller cover, factory tub liner, with or without, it will fit completely a-okay, and you get to skip all the R&D and all the prototyping. You just know you're going to build it, it's going to look like that, and it's going to fit perfect. And then thirdly, the other reason is if you think about a standard toolbox, you're kind of a bit stuffed if you damage it, and I'm sure some of you out there have probably done that in the past, where you ding the heck out of one of the panels, and you've gone camping and you put a big whack in it, or from some gear or some timber or some, you know, firewood, that sort of thing. You're kind of stuffed if you do that with a normal box. You got to go to the big green shed, get a whole new one if you want it to look nice and schmick again. The benefit with these, if you do that, you've built it, you know it's just a couple of screws to rip off and replace a panel. So if you damage a box or you damage a panel, you just go to the website, go to the spare parts area, order up one of the spares, and then it's a nice simple, you just unscrew it, screw the new one on, and in a couple of minutes, boom, you got a nice new box again. But yeah, there you go. So I'll have all the timings and all the bits and pieces on the website, VideoShowMeHow.com. Head on over. You can go to the Stormod area for all the videos. I've sort of linked everything in there so you can have a bit of a gander on how this thing all came together across those 4 videos. But then if you go to the shop section, I'll have each of these boxes listed there so you can sort of pick and choose. You might want this whole setup where you want 2 of these guys and 1 of the overarches, so you can order those up, or maybe you just want 1 of these guys, you know, on the corners or overarches, you know, whatever you want to do. That's the whole idea. So you'll have all that flexibility to choose exactly what you need. Now, depending on how much demand there is and interest there is in this, I'll look to start over the coming weeks validating what utes this fits in, and if I need to, I can customize the sizes for, say, a Hilux. If you've got a Hilux, I've had a few people message me with Tritons and all sorts of stuff, so it's probably likely going to fit in other cars other than a dmax. I can't guarantee that. I haven't tested it at this point. I will, over the coming weeks, look to test fit this in a whole bunch of different cars, and as I do, just keep checking the website at the Stormod section of VideoShowMeHow.com, and I'll make sure I keep updating what I've validated it fits in. But yeah, there you have it. That's about it. So thank you very much for everyone's interest over the last couple of months as we've been building this out. It's been an adventure, and hopefully some of you guys are interested enough that you might want to buy one for yourself. So if you're watching this, it is live, launch video, tick, if you can call it that. We're good to go. So once again, if you're interested, share with your mates, head on over to the VideoShowMeHow.com website, and you can check out all the details and pick one of these up if you are keen. But that's it for this one, guys. Of course, subscribe to the Video Show Me How YouTube channel if you haven't already, for stacks of how-tos, and of course the big dmax build series and all sorts of stuff coming out soon. So subscribe there if you haven't already. But as always, guys, I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.